school students and teachers.
Good morning, Mrs. Patatas.
How are you all this morning?
We are very well, thank you. And how are you this morning?
I'm very well, just like you. Thank you. You may sit down. Now, our previous lesson, we had a look at essential needs of the community that we are actually in, and that is the school community. And we've identified one of the needs in the school, and I'd like Shane to tell us what that need is, the need that we identified in the last lesson.
Outside benches.
Okay, good. So, identified need in our school community is outdoor seats is the need that has been identified in our school. Now, to the teachers and the students, teachers, your needs may be different from our needs, as every school has different needs. However, if you are able to have, if you have 2 math lessons in a day, you could have the other lesson used to try to work on whatever need you have identified in your school, and the other lesson that is television through TV, you can come along with us as we go through what we have to on the need that is identified or that has been identified at our school. Now, I'd like someone to tell me quickly, that is the need we identified, outdoor seats. I'd like someone to tell me, why is that need necessary, or why is it important? You can quickly discuss about it, and somebody give me what you come up with. Why are outdoor seats important, especially in our school community? Anyone ready to share with us what you have? Okay, let's have Helen and her friends to share with us what they have. Thank you. We have Helen from Group 1 with her friends. They've come up with importance of having outdoor seats at our school community.
It is important because we can sit down and have lunch instead of walking around.
Very good. It is important to have them where you can sit on it comfortably while you are having your lunch or snacks. Now, can someone tell me, why is it important for you to sit down nice and comfortable when you are eating something or when you are eating food? Why is it important that you have to sit down nicely when you are having meals, especially lunch? Yes, okay, we have Shane.
So that the food can digest down properly and we can sit down and enjoy our meal.
Very good, thank you. Now, this is to the class. Do you see that happening in our school? No, we don't really. You won't see students sitting down nicely when they are having their meals, especially lunch or snacks they get at recess. Now, this is because we don't have enough of that, and we don't try to encourage our friends why it is important. Now, at least you tried your best in the previous terms lessons. You tried to make awareness, peer teaching to your friends, letting them know of the nutritious meals, what they are, and all this. And This also contributes to that. When there are proper places like seats, students are encouraged, at least they see that there is a place for them to sit down so they can have their meals well. And in that case, at our school community, we don't have a lot of that. And that is why we will be definitely helping our schools to at least build or construct some of those outdoor seats to be used by everyone in the school. Thank you. Now I'd like us to have a look at our theme or phrase for this lesson. Theme or phrase for this lesson. If I can have Carol to read for us what it says. Read it.
Success through good teamwork.
Success through good teamwork. Success through good teamwork. Anybody would like to share with us what you think of that, that phrase or that theme for this lesson? Okay, we have Shane once again. Let's have Shane to share with us what he thinks.
From my own understanding, when we work together as a team and cooperate with each other, at the end we'll find ourselves very successful.
Very good, good answer. Teamwork is actually talking about cooperating with each other, helping, supporting each other, so whatever we plan to do is successful, is done well. Thanks very much. And that is actually what we will be looking at, and that brings us to your homework that was given in the previous lesson. Okay, previous lesson, you were given the homework in finding out the definitions for community projects and cooperative projects. Now, our theme or phrase for this lesson that we had Shane to give the answer has actually answered or given us part of the definition for cooperative projects, but let's see what you have to share with us this morning on your own findings of the definitions for community projects and cooperative projects. Anybody is going to share with us what community projects are and cooperative projects? That was your homework. Thank you. We have Riku, Group 2.
An event or happening that brings changes in the community.
Very good. Thank you. That is on community projects. Is it, Riku? Community projects. Okay, good. How about cooperative projects? Cooperative projects. Now here, Riku says a community project, an event or happening that helps to improve the standard of living in a community. What about cooperative projects? Okay, we have Violet from the same group.
To our understanding, cooperative projects is projects that involves organizations working together.
Very good. It's one way or another, it's actually community project. However, when you have more than one or two groups coming together to work together, that becomes cooperative project. Now let's have a look at the definition for community projects. What are community projects? Okay, I'd like Justin to read for us. And if the class, okay, we have a look at our definition for community projects. And I'll have Justin to read, and while Justin is reading, the class with your friends in the receiving schools, if you can have that definition copied into your workbooks. Justin?
Tasks or activities undertaken by a group of people living
in the same area to help satisfy their needs and wants.
Very good, thank you. If you can have that copied quickly. We have a look once again at cooperative projects. We've already had answers or brainstorming from Shane. We also had from Violet, and I'd like us to have a look at it once again to see what cooperative projects actually are. What are cooperative projects? Jennifer, if you can read that for us as the class with students in the receiving schools have that written.
Task or activities where two or more groups of people work together as a team, assisting and supporting each other in whatever way possible.
Very good, thank you. This time you have projects is actually talking about tasks or activities. And with cooperative, that is where you have two or more groups of people working together as a team. And in whatever they do, anything that they do, in whatever activities or tasks they are doing, they are all helping each other, supporting each other so things are done quickly. Now I'd like us to have a look at advantages. The good things about cooperative projects. Good things about more than one group working together. There are some good things when 2 or 3 groups work together on a community project. I'd like you to talk about it quickly with your friends and come up with, at least we have four good things. We are brainstorming on advantages of cooperative projects. Okay, who is going to give us the first one? Advantages of cooperative projects. Thank you. We have Quarry from Group 4.
They support each other.
Very good. Good. Good support. Thank you. 3 more. Thank you, Hayano, Group 5.
Getting activities or tasks on time.
Come on again.
Getting activities or tasks done on time.
Okay, maybe if I can have Hayano to quickly come and write down what she's giving us. And another group, get ready to come and have yours written. Thank you. If we can have another group. Good things about cooperative projects, about working together, 2 or more groups. Any other groups coming after Hayano? Group 3, do you have anyone there? Okay, Hayano and her friends came up with getting activities or tasks done on time. Good. Okay, we have Paul. And last one. working together for we can't see what you have written here. F. Okay, working together as a team. Good. There may be 3 or 2 groups, but when you come together, you become one team. And that is where you have good support. That is where you are able to do whatever task or activities on a given time. Thank you. Now, there are many other advantages or many other good things maybe some of you came up with, but you are unable to share with us. But these are some of them that we have. Now, if I can have the class and also the students in the receiving schools have the copy as we go through. The first one says sharing responsibilities. Whatever responsibilities are there, if there are 2 or 3 groups working together, at least one person has something to do rather than one person with so many to do, activities to do, or responsibilities. Now the second one says cost efficiency. Now cost efficiency is where whatever money that has been budgeted for that project is available and is able to complete a job, that you don't run short of money and a project is not completed. You also have little use of resources. If there are 3 groups or 2 groups, each group contributes whatever resources they have, so you at least have little use of whatever you have available with you, the resources. Work becomes easier when many people are working together. And like one of our group has said, work is done within given time. And building capacity. Now I'd like the class and also the students in the receiving school to take note of what building capacity is. Building capacity is actually talking about where long life or lifelong skills are learned through those projects as knowledge and skills are shared. Okay, I will go through that once again about building capacity. Now, building capacity means lifelong skills are learned through these projects, where people who have the knowledge and skills share what they know, share the skills they know. That helps other people to learn from them. So you could just have lifelong skills are learned and skills are shared. This is about building capacity. That's what it means. That's one of the advantages. Now, what did I say about cost efficiency? cost efficiency. If I can have someone to tell us what cost efficiency is. Cost efficiency is one of the advantages. If I can have someone to tell me what I just told you a while ago. Okay, let's have Helen to let us know. Cost efficiency. If you were busy copying those notes and you did not hear what I said, it's time you listen to what Helen has to say.
Cost, to my understanding, is the money that you and your group have budget will last you guys until that project is finished.
Very good, thank you. Cost efficiency, once again, class and the students in the receiving schools, whatever money that has been budgeted for the project is able to carry that project until the project is completed and your money is all used up well. Or if you want, you could write as this. Money available is able to complete the project. That is with a cost efficiency. Once again, money available is able to complete the project. Now we also have some more points. There are a lot of good things about cooperative projects. And here we have 3 more. The first one says it strengthens cooperation and relationship. One group may not know the other group well, but once they start working together on this project, they strengthen their cooperation and also their relationship with each other. Now, secondly, we have, it says, cooperative projects helps in where ideas, skills, and knowledge are shared, where people learn from each other. And the last one, it says, involves local people and responds to real needs. If you can have it done quickly, copy it in quickly. Now, activity is a very short one. That shouldn't take you long. A short activity. Now, if you took note of the previous lesson on essential needs, then you should be able to know what to do for this lesson activity. Now you are to, in groups, in your groups, discuss and describe 2 ways you could contribute to community development through cooperative projects. Okay? You may think that you are a little kid and you can't do much, but don't forget there are things that you can do that can help to develop the community that you are living in. So each group is to write or to come up with 2 ways that you can help the community, to develop your community through cooperative projects. If I can have the runners to come with papers and markers. Yeah, you use this one so it's closer for me to get it quickly to use it. Just 2 ways. Now, it also says you have to describe. Whatever way you say, you must describe that. Just straighten that one. You come up with 2 ways. Previous lesson, I made a mention of 4 of them. If you took note of it, then you should be able to know what to do. Otherwise, you should have your own. Talk about it. How can you help? How can you help in developing your community through cooperative projects? You should have finished the first one. Now there's supposed to be 7 markers. If one group is holding on to 2, you have to give 1 to group 4. Your first one should be completed now. What have you come up with your first one?
First one is offer your help if help is needed.
Pardon?
Offer your help if help is needed.
Okay, so, but what type of help?
Like if they need
If you can think back to one of your responsibilities, especially, this is talking about taking you back to term 3 on one of our responsibilities, or what that you can do to help in preparing nutritious meals and all that. We looked at 2 what that you can do. One is called errands, one is chores. So which one can you do? Especially when we are talking about community development. Is this chores or errands? Okay, so that is errands you are talking about. Okay, so you people. Okay, no, you have you are talking about cooperative projects. This is one of the advantages you are writing. See? It helps people, gives people opportunities to build networks. That's an advantage in cooperative projects. Okay, this one here is about you. How can you help? What ways can you, as a student or as a child, how can you help in developing your community through cooperative projects? Like that group there, when they came with errands, meaning when people are doing their work, because you are a little child, they can send you around, go and get hammer for, go and do this, do this. So that's errands. There could be others that you can do. So you are actually going to talk about the ways that you can help. See? What you have here, this is a very good one, but this is for this is one of the advantages in community projects. Okay. Am I making myself clear? Okay. Have you come up with something? Think about it. I made a mention of 4 of them in the previous lesson on essential needs. Okay, you see now what we are trying to do now. We are students. We are not adults. Help our school, but so that what should you do? Can you just go and stand around and see what's happening? Oh, you play walking this lah. That's good. Can you do that, or what can you do to help? Think about it. If you cannot come up with 2, then 1. Okay, listen. If you cannot come up with 2, I'd prefer to have 1 from every group if you can't come up with 2. But if you are able to come up with 2, well and good. And what's your first one?
raising funds for the community.
Raising funds. That's good. Uh-huh. Okay, that's a good one. Have it written on the paper. Then when you say you can have raising funds, okay, what do you mean by raising funds? Then you have to describe it because it says you have to discuss and describe it. So it is raising funds. What are you actually going to do there? So you can just have the first one written. And if you want, whoever is going to present it, you can make a mention of your second one. But have the first one done. Yes? Cooperating as a team with each other. How do you cooperate? Okay, then you have to describe that now. How do you cooperate? So you leave that two out, leave that one out. Now you have to talk more about that. You are going to describe that. So here you're going to see? So you have it down. Maybe if you want, if you are thinking of many ways that you can cooperate, then you can have maybe just have a bullet and then write first one, second one, like that. So how do you cooperate? Give me the first one, Anna. What? Getting together as a group? No, this is too general. You say cooperating in...
Getting together to do to develop the community.
Yeah, but how do you cooperate? By helping each other.
If they need something you don't have. If they need something they don't have, but you have.
Just specific one. This is general. Cooperation is too big. But there are a lot of things that you do to cooperate. So like you have said, helping each other. That's one. So what is the next one?
Give examples.
Yeah, that's it. Helping each other, that's one. What could be the next one? Sharing what you have with others, that's two. Okay? I've already given you the second one. He gave the first one, I gave the second one. Go on with the rest. ERA, double RA. Lending, helping hand. If it's something that don't have, you can, okay. Then that's where you say, let me see, lending, a helping hand. Then it's something that so this is where the word sharing comes in. Sharing with each other what you have. Okay. Okay, let's have group one. Group one, quickly out with your what you have, how you can contribute to help develop your community. Papers there, what?
The first one is errands, and the example is doing something on behalf of someone. The second one is lending a helping hand, and the example is if you need something they don't have, you can lend it if you have. In other words, they call it sharing.
Very good, thank you. So group one, they have ways that they can contribute is errands and sharing what they have with each other. Thank you. Okay, let's have group two. Already, yeah. You still right. Okay, let's have group three.
Cooperating in a team with each other. For example, helping each other and sharing what you know.
Okay, good. This is cooperating with each other, cooperating with whoever is participating in that project, and here they say helping and also sharing what they have. Thank you, group 3. Let's have group 4.
The first one we have is by helping each other, sharing resources with each other.
Okay, helping each other, sharing whatever resources they have with each other. Group of 5.
Raise funds, examples, having barbecue and selling stuffs like drinks to help with the money to buy the resources needed for the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Group 5 have raised funds where that money can be used to purchase whatever is also needed in that project. 6.
Digging an incinerator, 2 ways is help dig out excess ground to take to the top, pass tools to the people who are digging the pit.
Okay, they have given an example. Group 6 have given an example of the type of project that they can have, and they had an incinerator, and they've just given 2 ways that they can help if the project is on building incinerator. Thank you, group 6. Let's have group 7. And we'll come back to you, group 2.
The 2 ways of helping community development. One by helping each other so the work can be done at the right time. On time, sorry. And number 2, by sharing the resources you have.
Good, thank you. Let's have the last group, group 2.
What we came up with is to work as a team with each other, with other groups, and find out the priorities of the community and work together to get the job done. Example, outdoor benches.
Okay, good, thank you. Now, so there are a lot more ways besides the ways that you have, and probably our students in the receiving schools, however you can contribute could be quite different from your friends here has different environment, different situations allows for different ways of contribution. So whatever we have this morning, besides that, there are many other ways that you can contribute. Now, I'd like the class to think back quickly, and also the receiving school students, if you were with me in the last period or the previous lesson, there were 4 ways that you can contribute I made a mention of. Now, the first one was time. First one is timing. Now, if I can have someone to give me the second one. There are about 4 I came up with in the previous lesson. Jennifer?
Knowledge and skills.
Good. Your knowledge and skills. Third one. Yes, Raymond?
To use resources well. To use resources well.
Resources, is it? Good. Resources, and the last one? We had time, knowledge and skills, resources. Messi? Yes, Elisa?
Sharing responsibilities.
Okay. So Elisa, sharing responsibilities. Now, these are basically some of the things that we can do to contribute to community development. Now, before we finish, I'd like us to look back quickly at the advantages that we had a look at earlier in the lesson. Advantages in cooperative projects. Paul D., if you can give us one of those advantages, please. And Ovin, get ready for the second one.
Sharing responsibilities.
Sharing responsibilities. Ovin, the next one.
Cost efficiency.
Good, thank you. To Doveri, the third one.
Little use of resources.
Okay, over to Linda. Fourth one.
Work becomes easier.
Good, Bobby.
Building capacity.
Good, over to Violet.
Building capacity.
Good, Carol. There may be others there, but let's have the last one from you.
Strengthens cooperation and relationships.
Very good, thank you. So those are the advantages or good things about cooperative projects. Once again, what are cooperative projects? Patricia, what are cooperative projects?
Tasks or given activities, two or more groups of people work together as a team, assisting and supporting each other in whatever way is possible.
Thank you. Nana Dai, if you can give us a key phrase for this lesson. Key phrase for this lesson.
Community projects.
Okay, so a key phrase is cooperative projects. Now, next lesson will be on types of resources. Now, as your homework, I'd like you to try and find out the types of resources that are needed in carrying out community projects that can be cooperative projects. And with that, our good morning class and our good students in the receiving schools with your teachers.
Receiving schools, here's your reference for the next lesson. Strand, substrand, outcome, topic, materials, and reference.